Welcome back, it's Doug MPA. You guys know my favorite thing to talk about on my channel is modern women and student loan debt. I always say modern women are going to keep going to these high-priced institutions to get degrees that nobody cares about, to get jobs that aren't going to make them any money. Men are in on the scam. That's why we're going to college less. And like I said on all my student loan debt video, guys, do not get with a woman with a whole bunch of student loan debt. Don't do it. It's not your problem. A woman's debt should be a disqualifier for consideration for serious relationship or marriage. Don't do it, guys. So I have 3 more women who regret their student loan debt. Before I get into this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me, what I'm doing over here. Let's get into this.
Everyone's always like, Brenda, why are you working so hard? Why are you doing a full-time job and posting on TikTok all the dang time? It's because I have $78,327 in student loans.
29 years old, $78,327 of student loan debt. And this woman's a doctor of physical therapy. If this is all she got out with, she's actually doing really well because there is no DPT program where you'll get out with less than $100,000 in debt, guys. So if this is what she has, she's actually doing pretty good. She probably started off higher than this and paid it down. Most doctors of occupational therapy and doctors of physical therapy are hopelessly in debt.
And you want to know how much unpaid interest I accrued in the month of February? $523.93. And this is me paying at least a minimum of $2,000 per month.
$2,000 per month for her student loans.
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh, this is getting worse and worse.
Started with a little bit over $150-something thousand because I
told you guys, $150,000 for her doctor of physical therapy. Insane.
I had the bright idea of going to grad school so that I can graduate in a healthcare job to help people, but not get paid enough for the amount of student loans I had to take out. Now, my fault, I went to a private university, but still, it shouldn't be this hard to pay off student loans. But based on my PT salary alone, there is absolutely no way that I could pay this much with just that salary alone and live a breathable, decent life. Make it make sense?
You could get a husband. That could work. Because 2 incomes are better than 1. So now she's spending all of her time to go on TikTok and post it on TikTok instead of trying to find a man. And this is modern women, guys. She's going to get her small little TikTok following. She's going to be all high and mighty because of all the attention. Then she's going to wake up for 35 to 40. And what's going to happen there, guys? She's going to smash headlong into the wall. Too many women use social media as a replacement for a man, and this is one of them right here.
I want you to tell me if this is like a black thing or not. Do people really pay off their student loans? Like you?
Jeez, guys. First off, the bonnet, the nose ring. You know where this is going. And she's literally asking, do people really pay off their student loans?
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh my God, here we go.
Like you like y'all actually know how much you owe? And like you actually know like the logins to get into it? Every single person in my family that's ever gone to college that took out student loans has quite frankly never ever paid $1 of it back. And nothing ever happened to them. So my whole life, I was taught, go to school as many times as you can, because you're never going to pay that off. That affects your credit, not as much as y'all think it does. I looked at my credit report, it's not even on there yet, and I went to school in 2021. And even when it does start, it actually doesn't hinder you from really doing anything, or else my mom would have never been able to buy a house with my dad, who would have never been able to buy a house, or cars, or anything that requires credit. They're gonna take my tax refund. They garnished 1 tax refund from my mom. She called the IRS, appealed it, and they sent her the tax refund back and never did it again. So is it like a black thing? Like, do we not pay our student loans, or black people, are y'all paying your student loans and it's just a my family thing? Because I don't know anyone in my personal life. My best friend's mom, who has top secret government clearance for the government, her accountant told her to never pay off her Her accountant told her to never pay off her student loans because she's never ever going to pay off the actual loan. She's only ever paying interest. It's going to continue to go up. And if they garnish a tax return, you make over $500,000 a year. It doesn't fucking matter.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, first off, she's a scumbag because she's not paying back her debt. Her mom's a scumbag and her dad's a scumbag too, and her friend who's not paying off her student loans. No, it's not a black thing. Plenty of black people pay back their student loans. Maybe it's a B-dub thing, but most of the black men I know who went to school paid off their loans. Men, we pay off our debts. It's about integrity. It's about character. It's about follow through. This is why I'm not down for student loan debt forgiveness. Our current president is going to get rid of all that, and all you broads are going to have to pay. And I can't wait. It's because of women like this, guys. This pisses me right off. Doug in PA is black, and I can't stand stuff like this. This literally makes me look bad. This pisses me right off. So, no, young lady, it's not a black thing. It's a you thing. And you're awful because you're not going to pay off your debts. She's going to school knowing full well that she wasn't going to pay it back. And now she graduated 4 years ago, hasn't made one payment.
She was like, when you put it into perspective like that, yeah, because they're not going to the IRS cannot garnish a federal government worker's check with top secret clearance. They're not going to do that.
So, guys, I have friends who work for the federal government, and yes, you can lose your job if you're not financially responsible and if you go into too much debt, especially federal debt. You can lose your job. I've seen it happen. So she's lying through her teeth. Lying through her teeth.
Are you insane? Any reason you're going to give me, I don't care. I don't know the login to the FAFSA. I don't know how much I owe. I don't care, and I'm never ever going to pay it off. And I do intend to go to school again and take out another loan, and I'm never going to pay that one off either.
And she's saying all this on social media. What I would say, the worst part about modern women, yes, they're single mothers. Yes, they're 304s. Yes, they have STDs. Yes, they have tattoos and weaves and stuff. Modern women can't keep their mouths shut. So they post everything on social media. Stuff that women in the past would take to their graves, they post on social media. This woman is saying all this foolishness for everyone to see. This is her testimony, guys. This is the hill she's willing to die on, and it's sad.
Like medical debt. Y'all be like legit like crying like, oh my God, it cost me $27,000 to have my baby in the hospital. Why are you worried about that? Medical debt is not held against you in any regard, in any way that your credit needs to be ran for. It is like common knowledge that no one holds medical debt against you. So you actually don't have to pay that because it doesn't fucking matter. Or like I was watching like the newer 16 and pregnant, and that girl, I forgot, Morgan or whatever the fuck her name is, and she was like, the hospital said that I owe them like a certain amount of money, and if I don't pay, I can't have my baby there. They legally cannot do that. They cannot in any way, if you walk into a hospital for medical care, they legally cannot turn you away because you cannot pay. They cannot do that. You are dumb, and so is your dad for even allowing you to believe that.
This is modern women right here, guys, especially modern B-dubs right here. Can't tell them nothing. This girl is going to say she's strong, independent, don't need no man, when she's hopelessly in student loan debt and she's never going to pay it off. And I never understood how modern women can be living their best life, going on trips, buying a house, buying a brand new Nissan Altima, but staring down the face of all this debt. How does that not eat you up at night? Guys, Doug and PA has no debt. None. And I try to keep it that way. Debt is a new slavery. And modern women have no problems putting themselves in a position of being a slave to their debt. And this young lady has a reckoning coming. You don't rack up that kind of debt and just not pay it. It's going to come back to haunt you sooner or later. And that goes for the rest of your family, too.
Paying for school is the biggest freaking scam. Here I am thinking that I'm making such good progress on my student loans and the amount that I owe. And I even was trying to make payments when we were in forbearance and we didn't have to make any payments. I just thought I was doing good. Somehow in the mix, we missed that the parent loans were completely separate from my own loans.
So now your parent loan is in default, so it's affecting your parents' credit. Oh no. It's modern women, guys. I told you. They want to spend their money, your money, their parents' money, the government's money. Modern women who want to spend everybody's money.
And so now there is just a lot more. And it's making me very anxious right now. Like, just to live. Like, going into panic mode of how to not spend money and save money. All just because I went to freaking school so I can work this freaking job. Why does school have to cost so much money? Like, we shouldn't be here after the fact, anxious and upset.
You don't have to go to school and spend a lot of money. You can go to state schools. You can go to school in states like New Mexico, Utah, where it's cheap. But modern women are attracted to all these schools that look great on a resume. You know, uh, I went to USC. I went to Columbia. Yeah, well, all that's gonna cost you. And guys, I know you feel sorry for her. You see her crying. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Don't ever trust women crying on social media, guys. Don't ever do it. Only time women are crying for real is when they're crying by themselves.
I work in a hospital. I'm an x-ray tech, and I help people every freaking day. That's the job I went to school for. And that's the freaking career I'm stressed about paying for. I just don't understand this world anymore. I don't understand.
Guys, stay out of student loan debt. You owe it to yourself. Debt is new slavery, like I said earlier before in this video. And they always say, "Oh yeah, the achievement gap in college between men and women," but they don't talk about the debt gap between men and women. Men, we despise debt unless it's a house or it's on something that appreciates. And this still isn't going to stop, guys. This isn't going to stop until colleges are like 20% men, 80% women. Watch, because right now it's about 60-40 right now. I don't know when these women are going to wake up. And you best believe this new administration is coming for that money, guys. He's coming for that money, ladies. All this save plan, income based repayment, all that's going to be gone. The bill is coming due. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.